Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Blueprince Curse Mode. It's Bonus Stream Tuesday. It's the second Tuesday of the month, which, for kind of random IRL reasons, the second Tuesday of the month sometimes ends up being convenient for me to stream on. So, it's not really in the schedule. It's kind of like bonus stream. It just kind of happens occasionally. And so this stream is always dedicated to games which don't require continuity on them. It's Curse Mode! That's what we're doing. It's day 33. In the chat, we've got Tonram over on the Twitch chat. Good evening to you. And over on the YouTube, we have Devourage20 and we have Hair on Fire 907. Good evening to both of you. Now, our goals, right here. Get the burning glass. I think getting the burning glass is going to be really important, right? Because the burning glass gives us tunnel, tomb, gives us, it gives us the tunnel. From the tunnel, it lets us light the candles in the tomb, which gives us an upgrade disc, which opens up a shortcut to the underground. And we now have the microchip, so we can scorch a sundial using the burning glass as well. There's a lot that we can do if we can get our hands on a burning glass, and of course scorching the sundial will make our laboratory experiments even stronger. Now that we have Blackbridge open, we're going to have turned a corner a little bit in this run, because we now have access to the laboratory computer from any computer, which is going to be incredibly powerful when it comes to running. It's going to be incredibly powerful when it comes to running experiments. So, what do we want to draw as our first room? Probably a pantry. So, as ever, you know, these Curse Mode runs, they're highly stochastic, let's say. Hallway over drawing room, given that we don't have a key. You know, we're not trying to win any individual run, we're trying to win using brute force, the aggregation of many runs. And taking an early commissary here whilst I don't have coins is kind of fine, I would say. Because I'm going to pick up coins at the entrance hall, I'm going to pick up coins at the pantry. We could draft the pantry room, but then immediately come back and buy something in the commissary because we'll have 8 coins. And what can we see? I can see Sleep Mask, and I can see Running Shoe, and I can also see Sledgehammer. So there is going to be some pretty good stuff that is worth getting. Do we take Sleep Mask, or do we take Running Shoes? Let me know in the chat right now. Hair on Fire says, evening, new to the channel, been watching your channel a lot over the last 2 weeks. Already made my way through Myst 3 and 4, Quern, and Can of Wormholes. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, our Myst playthrough is huge. It's hundreds of episodes long. I should really make a playlist that actually contains all of them in order. I'm not sure where the Riven remake would exactly slot in. It'd be like somewhere in the middle. It was definitely before Uru. Probably after Myst 4, but before Uru, I think we did the Riven remake. But yeah, Can of Wormholes. We played a couple of episodes of Can of Wormholes. It didn't stick for me, in honesty. Yeah, you know, sometimes. All of these are going to be dead ends, so I think we actually take. Oh, do we take Observatory for the Star? This is actually a little bit of a tricky one. Observatory. Or do we take Closet for the items? Yeah, sometimes these games don't stick, you know, and Can of Wormholes is kind of a bit like a Sokoban, and I don't know, Sokoban puzzlers are probably my least favourite. It's like Baba Is You. Baba Is You I tried twice to get into before starting the channel. I've never played Baba Is You on stream. And tried it twice, really could not get into it, you know. I appreciate it from from a theoretical puzzle design point of view, let's go for broke. Observatory, permanent upgrade. Always take it, because there's also a chance that we get chests in the hallway, which right next to the commissary is going to be like super powerful with the sledgehammer. Everything is 50% off! That is actually not bad at all, given that we just drafted the commissary. You've already watched Tyler, Aliens Rock, do the whole of Camera Wormholes, and some of the aha moments later on are so compelling. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, what are we getting for 50% off then? We could get the sleeping mask and the running shoes, and then we really get a little bit out from under our step problem. We can always come back for the sledgehammer later. Like, if we can get out from under our step limitation, finding 4 coins for a sledgehammer later, that's doable. That's pretty doable. A room that points north, I'd be fairly happy with. Parlour, I'm happy to take the keys. Absolutely. Sorry, the gems, not the keys. So here's the question. Do we now go for the corner, see if we can find conservatory? Because conservatory... I think we take the gems first, right? And it's just going to give us a magnifying glass. That is pretty wild. Okay, what do we have today? Soccer Band is the OG. Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate... Like, I had Boxall on the Game Boy. And I actually, you know what? I played quite a lot of that. But, one of the other boxes is true. Well, that can't be false, right? We're going to start off with that one, yeah? That can't be false. Hey, Sleepy Otter, we're still cursed. Yeah, day 33 of curse mode. This can't be false. Oh no, it could be false if the other 2 boxes are true. Yeah, okay, fine, right. Let's just read the boxes. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the other box with a true statement. This is the only true box. Nice. Okay, I like where this is going. If this one were true... Okay, so it's notable that the gems are only mentioned here, right? If this were true, this must be false. And this must be false. But, if this is true, this can't be false, because it would make it true. So this must be false. Okay? One of the other boxes is true. Well, the only way that this could be false would be if both of these are true, but we know that this one is false. So this one must be true. Yeah? Which means that this one must also be true. So the gems are in the black box. Okay, we'll take the draft. Oh, security for the... Security for the computer is pretty compelling. Bedroom gets us the steps, but it moves us right out to the wing. So I think we take security. We immediately go and launch an experiment. Yes. So keycard system. No, that was the wrong message. Change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm, confirm. Haven't caught up on the regular Blueprince playthrough. Did you complete everything in normal mode before starting Cursed? Not quite. We're up to day 75, and we have got up to... we have reclaimed the throne. Okay, so we're at the end of Act 3 in the common tongue. But we have not done anything further than that. But I think we've kind of neatly cut at Act 3 in that we have the blue tents, but we've only found like 2 of the memos relating to the blue tents. We have opened up Clara's diary, but we've not really done anything with Clara's diary. We have the letter from the tomb, but we've not translated the letter from the tomb. So, you know, we have the first editions. We've not really done very much with the first editions. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. We have reclaimed the throne, and that's where we are. We're on a break on the main game. We'll come back to it pretty soon, though, I think. Yeah. I think pretty much as soon as we finish, like, whatever our next game we finish is, either Outer Wilds or, it'll be Outer Wilds or Silksong, I guess. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. We want to get to Laboratory online, because we want an experiment running straight away. Okay, spread dirt on the driveway, lose 10 steps, set your steps to 40. Insta-pick. Each time you eat an apple, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, or each time you unlock or bypass a security door. Oh, that is a rough set of A's, isn't it? Do we go with apple? We've already hit security, so if we find security doors after utility cupboard, that'll be fine. Apple's definitely more likely to happen at the earlier ranks. How long do I predict Silksong to be? Oh, no idea. It seems pretty big, to be fair. Each time you eat an apple, let's do it. Maybe that's a mistake, but we've got to go with it, right? Okay, let's draft these 2 rooms and see what we can get. Kitchen, den, bedroom. At this point, I would be tempted to take the bedroom because we do have another exit here. So let's take the bedroom. We won't go in there straight away. Boiler room, den, closet. So den gives us another exit. Boiler room gives us an exit as well, though, as well as being able to power other rooms. But I think the gem from den probably more important. Did I just see an apple there? No. Okay, so we're going to walk into bedroom to get our steps, because we're a little bit too marginal on the steps now. Nursery is a pretty nice pick there. Nursery's a pretty nice pick. That will probably get us enough steps to be able to backtrack. Oh, will it? It'll give us 10. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With running shoes, maybe. Yeah, let's take the nursery. And we get a banana, which is okay, but not quite as good as we'd want. So we get +2 from here. Right, we're on 25 steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we get the conservatory. It's going to cost us 10, at least on a round trip. But I think it's worth it to see if we can get the conservatory. Otherwise, we might get some coins, then the backtrack via the commissary is kind of still worth it anyway. Okay, we don't get anything because we don't have the gems, so we get the storeroom, which gives us a key. It means we don't end the run immediately as soon as we hit a locked door. Not as exciting as we'd like, but it's kind of fine. There's nothing we can buy for 1 coin, so no worries. Space Emotion in the chat, you made it! You made it, great to have you here. This game is so phenomenally clever. I wish I could go back to a time when I didn't know the answer to everything and listen to the soundtrack while working all the time. Do you know what? It is a pretty good soundtrack, isn't it? I haven't added this one to my collection yet, but maybe I should. Maybe I should. Drawing room. Spare room gets us to go north, which means whatever we draft afterwards is all gravy. Drawing room is gem neutral because we get a gem out of it. We do get the redraws. I think spare room is the better option though, just because of the flexibility of being able to go left, go right, go forward. Okay, it's going to cost us our one and only key. Do we take corridor because yeah, it gets corridor out of the draft pool, or secret passage. The thing is, if we secret passage for bedroom, most bedrooms don't have exits. We've already used bedroom itself. Like, Nook gives us a key. Corridor, drafting corridor when we don't have a key effectively gives us a key though. So, and it's always unlocked. So, you know. Okay, we're definitely like on the cusp of failure now, right? But we've got ourselves two paths forward. So let's draft the rooms up. Weight room, drawing room, dark room. I mean, weight room will lose us half our steps, but we only need to find an apple and we're good. And then we get power in 4 different directions, and we take weight room out of the rotation. So I think, yeah, let's be bold. We're going to pick weight room. And do we power the other side and... None of the bedrooms have power, and powering a room makes it more likely to find a room... Oh, no! Ah, okay, that's awkward. Okay, so we are gonna need to try and find, then, a bedroom. Pretty sharpish. Bunk room is brilliant. And we have exactly 2 hallways, so we can double our 0 keys. Let's do it. Two bananas is quite nice. Okay, so this is going to sort us out quite nicely for our steps here, then. Good. Good, good, good. Next up. It's got to be Nook, right? Grab that key. And a treasure map. No shovel yet. But... we might... no. Oh, yeah, we'll have that room. We'll have that room really quick if we can find a shovel. Okay, that one requires a key. Let's backtrack for now. Give me this one instead. Okay, that one also requiring a key. So we've got 3 locked doors, we've got 1 key. Is this symmetric, or is there an answer here which would be the better one? Like, treasure map takes us to this room over here. That requires an extra 2 steps being used, so maybe we'll just go with this one. Dining room? It's got 2 exits to it. We are on a curse run. Oh, hey, we have Tritz here. Is there a particular place where you want game suggestions? Yeah, we take game suggestions over on the Discord. So yeah, you can ping us over on the Discord. That's always good. Or just put them in the chat. Just let me know what your suggestions are. Space Motion. We are on a curse mode run. Day 33. That room has a VHS on some lore. Oh, interesting. Right, that's the VHS in the bunk room, is it? I will check that out. I'm not going to spend 2 steps checking it out, but I will make a note to go and check it out. Okay, we get 2 exits from here. Sometimes there's a key in this room. Unfortunately, not this time. Shh. 1 more. No! Oh man, out of keys. Out of keys, out of keys. And no security doors in sight. Shame. Shame that. Okay, I think we are... Yeah, I think we're calling it a day then, right? Locked, 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 locked. No other exits to be seen. It is... Oh, yeah. VHS check. Let's go check the VHS. Yeah, good point. There's a VHS over here. What is this? It is... The Trinsdale Mystery. The Turtles of Vera. Very nice. Oh, and we've got another one down... Oh no, it's another copy of the Turtles of Vera. And another copy of the Trinsdale Mystery. Wow. Oh, of course. It's because everything is doubled up in this room, right? Because there's 2 of them. Nice. Oh, hey! That's also something I've never noticed. The Rubik's Cube has got, it's got the Morajai colours, rather than the traditional 6 colours. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, right. Call it a day. Call it. Call it. Call it, call it. PWJB in the chat. You can't have enough copies of those. The Turtles of Vera. To be fair, my kids are big fans of... I almost forgot about my tea. My kids are big fans of the aquatic documentaries, for sure. They love a good turtle. How did I solve the turtle thing? How did I solve the turtle thing? The turtles... No, I think I lucked out, actually, because I was working on the theory that it was to do with sea lane trade routes, and I have a feeling that the number of spokes just kind of worked. I got that it was a desert from the map in the schoolroom, because the geography of it has no rivers. So I kind of figured, okay, well, desert is probably reasonable and so forth. Turtle things are solved slowly. Hair on Flyer says, could I have a link to the Discord, please? Would definitely recommend. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is a great puzzler. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is absolutely on my list, 100%. I have to be a little bit brave to play it, though, because I've heard it's a touch scary. But here is a link for you. There is a postage stamp with a turtle on it. Quite right. Quest Bedroom is a great opening gambit. And it might... do you know what we should have done? When we were backtracking with all of our extra steps, blatantly should have gone out to the outside room. Oh man, someone in the comment section is going to be really angry at me about that. Okay. No, there was nothing there. Okay, that's a good set of steps to start with. That means we can go to the outside room quite nicely. Early drawing room is kind of nice because we get to do the redraw for the conservatory, which I kind of like. And then courtyard is pretty banging. An early courtyard. It's going to cost both of our gems. I don't think any of the outside rooms cost gems. So we don't... or should I just do den? Should I do den? Protect the gems. Courtyard has such a strong probability of giving us the metal detector or the shovel, though. Den is a very common room. Let's go with courtyard. And look, you can see the handle of the shovel. It is behind the tree, but we are going to have a shovel there. So, we are going to go in here first, because if we get root cellar out there, we will have wanted the shovel. Okay, this run is already looking like... This run's already looking like a winner. Yep. With 2 sets of pebbles. Okay, let's grab that. Now remember, we're not going to be tempted by Shrine. Shrine is like a big nah. Oh, do you know what? We could have also... Oh no, we didn't have any gold on us. That's weird. What are you doing there? Oh! We traded those away, didn't we? I should have picked the other one up. Yeah. Because last time out we said... Hovel I think is a bit pointless. Shelter gives us a computer that we can use in the laboratory for immediately. Like, Tomb would be good if we did happen to get the burning glass this run. But, like... Do you take Tomb? Do you take Tomb on the off chance that that might happen? Or is it better to hit the shelter? Because that lets us run a laboratory experiment straight away. It improves our probability of having, like, a good run in a general sense. And it, of course, gives us a gem, come to think of it. I'd forgotten about that entirely. Ding! But yeah, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. You guys will have to help me be very brave on that one. Do you know what though? The Outer Wilds playthrough I have been thoroughly enjoying. I've been thoroughly enjoying revisiting Outer Wilds. And IRL, I'm pretty... No, it's not security. No, laboratory. Come on, concentrate. IRL, I'm just about ready to start the DLC, which is of course where we're going to start getting our... we're going to start getting back to where we are playing like fully blind again. So that's quite exciting, you know, the mystery is looming. I'm getting to the end of the parts of the game that I'm familiar with, and it's now starting to get less and less familiar. Oh, PWJB has just resubscribed. Thank you so much for that subscription. That's very kind, that's very kind. Experiment setup. Nintendo just rudely reminded me that my token had run out, so there. Oh, thank you so much. Can't wait for Lorelei. Set your steps to 40 is pretty much an insta-pick, although permanently add 1 gold to your allowance in curse mode could be even better. And we have a shovel each time we find some trash while digging. Oh, come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Chat, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. We're going to find some trash. This is going to help us. This is an investment in the future. You don't recall it being that scary. Maybe you just blocked it out. I've heard it's fairly scary. Like, not quite as scary as Dodo has. I think it's Dodo was recommending Phantasmagoria. And that apparently really is scary. So, like, but I'm just a little bit not able to handle it anymore nowadays. We spend a lot of time doing cozy puzzle games here. We're gonna redraw. I want to get conservatory. Give me conservatory. No conservatory. We will take observatory though. Watch it all be turnips. Experiment from the shelter, is that new or an upgrade? That is an upgrade. We have got the Blackbridge Grotto, which allows us to access one computer per day remotely. So from the shelter computer, I can access the laboratory computer. Oh, nice. Some diamonds, that's good. And this one is the 4-door rooms, isn't it? Which I think we don't really want. Well, actually, Cloister, and Cloister has dig spots in it, and we now have the gems. But it's also gonna pass us archive. It's gonna pass. No, I think maybe let's not take that one. If we find Cloister, so much the better. But whatever, you know. Secret passage bedroom for master bedroom, potentially. Secret passage green for something like patio. Yeah, secret passage green. Secret passage green. Yeah, dig spots, dig spots, dig spots, dig spots. Right, that's what we want. We're not even trying to win this run. We're just trying to dig as many times as we can. Greenhouse is nice, but it's a dead end. Veranda always has 2 dig spots on it. So, like, fairly happy with that. Greenhouse, unfortunately, because we haven't had the swimming pool, right, and the pump room, Greenhouse isn't going to have any gems in it. So I think we take Veranda. Come on, trash. No! No! Okay, gem is appreciated. Trash! Yeah! There we go. Experiment successful. 1 coin. You severely underestimated the power of Blackbridge in the beginning. Setting up experiments from the get-go can be absurdly powerful. Yeah, totally agree. And after you've also got the satellite dish as well, being able to refine what experiments are even available pretty much means that your experiments are always good as well. The base experiments can be hit or miss. Like, sometimes they're really good, and sometimes it's just kind of a bit like, oh, okay. But, like, when you refine the experiments after the satellite dish, they're always good. It's always worth picking. You love this quite haunting shelter track, but your favourite by miles is when you use the 3 microchips to open the door in Blackbridge and discover the throne room plan up the stairs. It's a good track. It's a good track. Okay, Den is nice because it gives us more gems and it gives us 2 exits. Right? Come on, give me another gem. Lovely, lovely. If we're offered greenhouse here, we would probably take it now that we have another exit. Do we take chapel on the basis that it keeps us going forward? Probably not. We probably now have to take parlour. Okay. Now I'm going to start hurting for steps quite soon. Security... I think it's pantry for the steps, right? I think it's pantry for the steps, and we hope it's an orange rather than an apple. Locksmith Library Nook. Yeah, Nook. Get the key. It's going to be really embarrassing if we backtrack now to find a locked door. Right, but our steps are now low enough that we don't really want to be backtracking at all, to be fair. Okay, nursery is the pick. Nursery is an insta-pick here. So that's great. What's on the cabinet today? A couple of coins, nice. If we find commissary now, we would take that. That's going to use all of our steps on the backtrack, though. But this is good, right? Because we have a key. We can get ourselves out of the parlour. I really wish there was an apple on that table. So what do we have today? A box next to this box displays a false statement. So, that's false. That's neither true or false. So this must be true. A box next to this box contains the gems. That was quite a straightforward one. That was probably the most straightforward one we've had recently. Right, we can't afford to take a dead end. Office will give us 1 gem back, and we can spread gold, which will be worth it at this point, because we have enough stuff now kicking around. We have enough rooms now kicking around. So we'll spread gold in the estate. Spread gold now. That's great. Run payroll. Oh, it's already been run for this week. Okay, fine. Don't worry about it then. Cloister. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2 is a kind of slightly spicy option there when we don't have a particularly reliable way of making gems, but realistically, I don't think we can take anything other than bedroom right now with 5 steps to go. And there's no items. No items, no items. Offering conference room immediately after spreading gold is rude. I agree. I agree. Okay, green room. Oh! Man. 10 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can draft this one. Okay? Right, keep an eye out for coins, just in case. Because if we draft kitchen, I say keep an eye out for coins just in case. Realistically, the lag between me in real life and you guys is too large for you to like actually keep an eye out for me. But, you know, it makes me feel better knowing that you are keeping an eye out. If we get kitchen, we are absolutely just gonna rinse it, right? We can also do a redraw here. So, something with a lot of food in it. None of that stuff's going to give us steps, so we do a redraw. Yeah, none of that stuff's going to give us steps either. And realistically, is that it for us? Like, we still have the ability to go 1, 2. Like, whatever we draft here, we can't go in. We need to go 1, 2, and then draft a bedroom. Yeah? So we can pull a locksmith in case we get the steps to come back here. And pull a key. But we're kind of going to have to go here, here, and then draft a bedroom right now. No bedroom to be drafted there. Well, shoot. We ran a great experiment. We got 1 allowance out of it, which is a real shame. That's a real shame. I wonder how many people got caught out on the ballroom first time. Set to 2 is obviously not the same as gain 2. Yeah, it kind of makes it, particularly as it's rare, so you tend to be quite late in the run when you pull it. It kind of means that it's not that great of a room, because you tend to have a lot more gems than 2 by the time it starts turning up. So, yeah. Okay, well with that, calling it a day. Look, it wasn't a total wash, right? It wasn't a total wash. We got to use the observatory, and we got to use and we got to increase our allowance by 1. That's fine. Next day, day 35. Day 35. Ballroom is extremely situational, but it can pay off. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, let's see what we can pull this time. Another quest bedroom to start us off. That's always a good opener. Yeah, okay, we'll take a compass. That's always a good opener. Maybe we wanted to see if nursery would have been off. Oh, no, because you can't go out after you've... Maybe we want to draft quest bedroom but not go into it. No, because nursery triggers when you draft, not when you go in. We'll take den here. And then on this one, parlour, bedroom, hallway. Hallway to get us out towards the corner. With that then... Yeah, we will go outside. Because with the extra steps, kind of feels a lot more worth it. We would take shelter for an early experiment. We'd take... I gotta remember to pick up the other microchip if we're coming out here. Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Gotta remember that. We'd take trading post. Shrine is useless. Tool shed, given that we don't have a shovel, tool shed is probably the better option, given that that also costs us a gem. So we get ourselves a shovel and a set of lockpicks, which is pretty great, not gonna lie. Because the lockpicks, what have you got with lockpicking? Like a 30% chance of picking the lock? Like, lockpicks will get you out of a sticky situation. You know, quite often. Often enough to really make it worth it. Okay, Den is kind of pointing the opposite way round, so I think we're going to go this way, and we will save that gem for the backtrack. Might not be the best strat, but I do want to see if we can get conservatory first. Laboratory is it's going to be very hard to turn down there. So let's get an experiment running. Okay, what do we have? Set your steps to 40. Gain 1 key, gem or die, or add 3 aquariums. So we'll set our steps to 40. Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, for each bedroom you draft after your second, or when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then set to 40. Red rooms kind of kill our keys and our gems. And that's where we went wrong last time we had this experimental setup, is we ran out of keys and then we got stuck behind locked doors. For each bedroom you draft after your second, like, let's do that. Yeah? It's pretty low stakes, that. And bunk room counts as 2 rooms, so yeah. It'd be funny if it were lose 5 steps and then set steps to 40. I think security to keep us going northward, but then we don't have any gems, which is going to limit our ability to get any... it's going to limit our ability to get any green rooms. No. Fine. Medium is fine. Offline mode is the one we want to do. Security menu. Long into network. If we request magnifying glass, can it turn up today? No, hang on. Return. We need staff services, that's it. Special orders, place a special order, give me magnifying glass. Ask for magnifying glass. Approve order. I don't think it's worth spreading gold in the estate yet, because we don't have many rooms drafted. And we haven't triggered the experiment much yet at all. If we can trigger the experiment to unlock all doors, that would set us up incredibly well. Furnace, pantry, parlour. Pantry for the steps. Parlour for the gems. Parlour for the gems. That's the better pick. That's the better pick. Nice. Right, we just need to draft a couple of bedrooms and our steps go to 40. The blue box contains the gems. The black box contains the gems. Only one box is true. So, if this were false, both of these must be true, which they can't be. So this one must be true. Therefore, both of these must be false. So the black box does not contain the gems, the blue box does not contain the gems are in the white box. Whenever you view your map, lose 10 steps and then set your steps to 40 was funny. That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Nursery, great pick. Great pick here. Good. And is there anything to be picked up there? Yeah, a couple coins. Okay, cool. We'll have that. We'll have that. So we've got to do a little backtrack here. Dark room is the only one that isn't a dead end. However, bedroom will set our steps to 40, and then we can go back through the den. So I think we take bedroom. Good. And we get a couple of extra steps for our trouble. Now, that triggers the experiment once. So we're going to need, is it 4 triggers? 3 triggers? Something like that? So we're going to need a few more bedrooms. But every time we draft a bedroom now, we set our steps to 40, which is excellent. We've got a shovel, we've got lockpicks. All we need to do is make sure we don't run out of gems. And we're looking pretty good now. Right, we need to not run out of gems, and we need to not draft ourselves into a corner. So we'll take corridor to get out to the north. And here, nook for a key is pretty tasty. So we'll take nook, get a key. If we can now hook left to get out to the wing so we can get garage for 3 keys, we would take that. Pantry's got some steps, but we don't need it so much. Office? No, I think pantry to get us out to the wing now. These two are both dead ends, right? So pantry, get us to the wing, a little bit more coin, a little bit more food. We probably actually didn't want to eat that apple. We probably want to strategically not eat any food that we find, because the next time we draft a bedroom, we set our steps to 40 anyway, right? You understood that as you need to draft 3 bedrooms for it to set your steps to 40. Yes, that is true, Tritz, that is true. It's our... For each bedroom you draft after your second, set your steps to 40. So every time we draft a bedroom now, it will set our steps to 40. West Wing Hall gives us up and down, right? That's going to be better than patio. And West Wing Hall, provided this door isn't locked, we will find the garage in here, almost certainly. Perfect. So we'll take the garage here. This means that we only have corridor as a way north then. But I think I would rather have the 3 keys from garage. Now, there aren't any dig spots in garage, are there? No. Okay. If we find Ladyship's bedchamber here on rank 2, that would be amazing. Greenhouse. Greenhouse with our last gem. I'm pretty fine with that. Metal detector is nice. It's a shame we don't have the plants. It's a real shame we don't have the plants. If we can find pool, that would be really good. So yeah, okay. Maybe we also shouldn't be digging so much. It already set your steps to 40 on the first one, or does it count nursery and so on as bedrooms as well? So it only set our steps to 40 after we got to the third one. So it's for each bedroom you draft after your second. So the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and so on. So it'll set our steps to 40 after that. I don't think it set our steps to 40 when we did nursery. Wonder what happens if you're under 5 steps when that kicks in. I think you would actually expire Hair on Fire if you go below 0. Well, I don't know actually, because I've certainly drafted guest bedroom as I had 0 steps. Like, I've walked into guest bedroom with 0 steps and it set my steps to 10. So maybe you would luck out. Maybe you would luck out. But I think, because of the way it's phrased, lose 5 steps and then, I think you would exhaust yourself first. Okay, we cannot have dead ends here. We need maximum options. That means we're going to have to take chapel. Okay. We're going to have to take chapel. Let's go north first. Storeroom, closet, spare room. Again, we'll take the one that is not a dead end. We should have done the side room first to try and find a gem. Use lockpick kit first. Okay. Bunk room. We don't need the steps right now. So we'll take storeroom to get the gem. Cloister of Miller we can't afford. Would have been nice, can't afford it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, man. So dark room, drafting in the blind, and it will cost us our gem, or we go boudoir, which gives us, it sets our steps back to 40, and it does give us a gem, actually. So yeah, boudoir. Boudoir is clearly the pick, actually, isn't it? Okay, 2 gems now. Here we go. We need options. We need options. Oh, man. Wait, workshop. We don't have a magnifying glass. But workshop is kind of great. Aquarium is too painful to draft because it counts as every colour. So it's basically 2 red rooms in 1. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter gymnasium, lose 2 steps. That we could absorb. Or do we take workshop, hoping to find... No, we need options though. We need pathways. We need pathways. There's no... If we take workshop and get out to the wing, the run could be over in like one move, right? So we're going to take gymnasium. It's going to cost us... Workshop does always have a crafting component, that's true. But if we got like handle or something like that, I'm not sure it would be terribly useful for us right now. Okay, let me think. Courtyard for the 2 exits, right? It's got to be courtyard, surely. We don't need to spread a gem in each green room. We only have 1 green room. Like, yes, we could go back to greenhouse to pick that up. I mean, patio also has a gem in it. So we use a gem. We go to 0 anyway. We get 1 gem back. It means we can't go north without finding a utility closet. Nah, so I think it's got to be courtyard, right? Because we need a way to be able to go north. Oh, oh no! Oh. And we've only drafted... We're 1 bedroom short from being able to unlock all doors. Man. Man, that's so rough. That's so rough. One bedroom short from being able to unlock all doors. And we've already done the outside room, so tool shed's not going to help us right now. I think that's it. Any leftover trunks? We can go to security and ask. Like, it's a possibility, but I don't think so. Like, given that we're backtracking, we might as well throw a coin into the fountain for later. You never know when that's going to become useful. But yeah, okay, so security's over here. Is there anything to look at? Nah, one microchip. Okay. Shoot. Maybe we should have done the workshop, because, you know, if the workshop... burning glass is compass, and I think burning glass is... Hang on, no. Burning glass is battery and... Is it battery and magnifying glass, or is it compass and magnifying glass? Don't recall offhand. Maybe we should have done workshop on the off chance that the workshop had the crafting component that we needed for burning glass, because we have all of the steps that we need for it. But yeah, okay, nah. Bad luck on this one. Bad luck. Never mind. Oh, it's detecting the microchip. There we go. I was like, hang on a minute. Metal detector and magnifying glass. Right. There we go. Yeah, well, okay, so cool. We've got the metal detector, so maybe we would have found the magnifying glass. 6, 7, day 36, 37. Let's call it a day. Rustic Villa. More like Mount Holly Security Zone. I don't know. Mount Holly High-Tech Security Prison. Day 36. Okay, let's see what we can find. Let's grab that straight away, because there's no reason not to grab it, right? Spare room gets us out to the wing. Doubles our chances of getting the conservatory. Quest bedroom for the 10 steps. Easy pick, right? Then we do the outside room again. Ooh, and security for an early laboratory? Yes. Yes. As well as a north-facing exit. Let us do that. So we'll come in here, grab a key, which is nice to see. And let's go and grab our outside room bonus. So if we're offered shelter, we probably wouldn't take shelter, given that we have security to go to. So let's see what's offered. Trading post. Trading post for the two microchips seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. What are you going to give me? Car keys. What are you going to give me for this one? Sledgehammer. But there's no point not trading these, right? So, yep, I'll take that. Take sledgehammer. Fine. What do you give me here? Coupon book? No. 2 dice. No, because car keys will often give me... Well, actually, is 2 dice in the blind better than car keys if you don't know whether you're going to get garage yet or not? No, I think I'd rather keep car keys, because if we get secret garden, that could be pretty nice. Have I tried dare mode yet? Yes, I have. Dare mode strikes me as being quite hard. No, dare mode seems to be a lot of fun. We're focusing on curse mode rather than dare mode, because curse mode I find just a touch easier? I don't know. Curse mode seems to be more a question of persistence and consistency, whereas dare mode, you have to like maintain concentration the whole time. So dare mode might be easier for YouTube rather than Twitch. I don't know. Do I want to run an experiment in security first, or do I want to see if we draft conservatory first? I think I want to run the experiment from the laboratory first and see what we get offered. So, keycard system. Give me back to unlocked, confirm setting. Go back there, return to security menu. Login. Some dares are easier than others. Yes, we got some pretty difficult ones. Like, we got, I think in both of our dare mode runs so far, we've got, like, end the day with no gems, no coins, and no keys or something, which is kind of hard to do. You kind of want to pick that one up as your 4th dare on the day 4 when you win or something like that, right? Remote terminal access. Give me laboratory. Here we go. Experiment setup. What are you going to give us? What are you going to give us? There are so many sub-menus in these computers. Gain a key, gem, or die. Spread dirt on the driveway. We don't have a shovel. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. We do have a sledgehammer, but we've got to backtrack to the entrance hall to make it worth it. But on the other hand, the A's are whenever you draft a shop room, every time you bypass a security door, or whenever you draft an archived floor plan. So I think whenever we draft a shop room, let's gain something nice randomly. Like, so this is an example of one of those experiments which is a bit like, you know, this isn't going to make or break the run, probably. Like, it's nice to have, but yeah. Definitely not as good as setting our steps to 40. It's not something we would, like, play around. So let's draft these two and see what we find. We've already got a dead end here, so putting a dead end here is kind of fine, because we're not really getting out to this corner anyway. Given that we have a gem currently, and we have a key currently, let's take closet, because maybe we find an item that's good. Okay, greater chance of finding items. Cool, and a key. So, is that better than finding a gem? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe no. We'll take den here because it's got 2 exits, not observatory because I don't really want to go down to our last gem. And this is the point where we have a decision to make. Do we now go back to the corner and draft up from spare room? 1, 2, 3. Maybe yes. Because if we find conservatory, it's basically an automatic permanent upgrade. But once again, though, we're not getting it available for us, which is a bit sad. We'll take the pantry for the steps, then. Weird, right? Because we have definitely got it. It's just it's unusual. Drafted no times. Never been offered to us, to be honest. Don't know what to tell you guys, right? Not gonna lie, these computers suck from a UX perspective. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they really do. What is your other channel that you do live streams on? As I've noticed you live stream to someone else, or is it membership? No, we don't do live streams anywhere else. No, I'm not sure which one you're thinking of. The only place we ever go live is here, where we are simultaneously casting to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. These VODs then get uploaded to YouTube a few days later, so you can watch them. If you can't make the live stream, you can watch the recording. So I stream every Thursday, and then every second Tuesday of the month, sometimes I'm free for a bonus stream. But we don't go live anywhere else. Sometimes we do community hangouts on the Discord, but those are like, you know, once a month or thereabouts. Courtyard to spend our last gem is not bad. Just your usual remote terminal over dial-up experience. Yeah, I don't like how realistically slow that is, to be honest. Like, the interface on those computers could definitely be snappier. Really wouldn't mind a courtyard upgrade, to be honest. Our courtyard upgrade in the main game, which gives us gems in the courtyard. Like, the courtyard upgrade is like, courtyards give you 2 gems, and then we axed the courtyard, so courtyards also don't cost you anything. So that has been, like, absolutely amazing. Bedroom kinda sucks. Gymnasium is maybe the pick here. Bedroom's going to cost us a step. At least bedroom we can enter for free. We can enter and exit bedroom for free. So it costs us 1 step. Gymnasium costs us a step, a coin, a key. The only advantage of putting gymnasium here is it takes us out of our draft pool. Taking bedroom removes bedroom from our draft pool. So if we do find nursery later, bedroom's then not available to proc nursery. Bedroom sometimes has items in it, though. And we can at least get in and out of bedroom for free. Maybe we should have gone to den first. Maybe when pantry turned out not to offer anything. We need to come back here to get this gem. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, bedroom, and hope that we find... Okay. I'd forgotten, admittedly, that sometimes you get a chest in here. 2 dice and coin. 2 dice and coin. Is it worth using the dice immediately to try and find something that gets us gems? Storeroom gets us gems. It won't get us. Kitchen will cost us a gem, though. So we're going to be a little bit stuck, right? If we draft storeroom and go into storeroom, it's going to be, maybe we can draft nook and then use our dice to try and link it up to den. Maybe that's the play. It's supposed to be circa 1993. Like, I guess, but like, I suppose, except, like, not really, but kind of. There's one thing I find really weird in this game is it does have a strange mixture of stuff which is incredibly Earth-centric, right, real-world lore, whilst being set on a planet in a solar system which is totally fictional. And you need to balance both to make sense of the puzzles. So for example, obviously we've got countries and sigils and history, and some countries are military and some countries are industrial, and that's a big part of the puzzles. We've got different planets in the solar system which give you different upgrades and stuff. But on the other hand, they still have Christmas, right? And Christmas is celebrated on the 25th of December, which is just an incredibly weird, conceit. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about some of that stuff, to be honest. So you do Twitch and record a couple of episodes, and I see the live streams, and at halfway on YouTube you stop live and continue on Twitch and release that the next week on YouTube. You see the live stream, halfway on YouTube you stop live and continue on Twitch. No, so at the end of the live stream, what we do is we say goodbye to YouTube and we stop YouTube, and then on Twitch we then arrange a raid to go and raid some other channel on Twitch, because YouTube, as far as I'm aware, YouTube lives don't have any way to bounce your audience to the next live. On Twitch, there's a very strong culture of passing your audience to the next streamer along, because when you stop your live stream, if you just stop your live stream, your audience then just disappears, right? The live stream is then just over. Whereas on Twitch you raid, and raiding brings everyone who's currently watching your live stream to someone else's live stream, and it just automatically redirects their URLs in the browser, and it's considered kind of, it's good for the viewing experience, because it means you guys don't have to go and find someone else to watch necessarily. If all you want to do is watch a bit of TV, and you kind of put the trust in the streamer to go and raid someone that is probably fairly interesting, and it sort of benefits streamers, and there's whole kind of layers of etiquette about whether you raid people who are bigger than you or smaller than you, and so on and so on. Usually I just try and go and find someone that's doing some kind of puzzle game that's an English language stream, just because. Yeah. Right, can we link this up to Den? No yes, with Chapel, but that's a kind of terrible way of doing it. So I'm kind of tempted to say re-roll floor plans. Yeah, redraw floor plans. Come on. Oh no, that's actually a lot worse. Okay, come on, dice. Don't fail me now. Somehow, we managed to get every single roll was worse than the last roll, because all of these are dead ends. Dice! Oh dear. It's probably the rationale, but doesn't mean the UX needs to suck accordingly. I agree, Hair on Fire, I agree. The existence of June and July implies the retrospective two Roman emperors have lived on this planet. Exactly, yeah. August being named after Augustus, July being named after Julius. Yeah, kind of crazy, right? I mean, if we take Parlor, then we've got 7 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've only got 7 steps, so I think we're kind of done. We're going to use our 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to get out to the entrance hall and throw another coin in the fountain. That is horrible luck. It's a pretty meh selection. Soon Discord will know all of our faces. So, yeah, I've been looking into that. From what I've read today, it seems that you'll need to upload your ID to Discord. If you want to continue using Discord, you need to upload your ID to Discord if you want to unlock age-gated content. So that is servers that are hosting adult content, which our server doesn't. And then there's like some default chat options about like being able to accept invites from people who aren't on your friends list and things like that, right? So there's some things that are being gated behind ID verification. I'm going to try and not do any ID verification. From what I've read on their announcement, it kind of sounds to me that it doesn't affect our server, because we don't allow NSFW content on our Discord server anyway, and our server is not an age verification server, right? It's not an adult content server. So if you are... Now, obviously, if you also use Discord for other servers which are affected by this, then obviously it might affect your overall experience of Discord, right? But I'm kind of in a wait-and-see approach at the moment, because from what I've read, it doesn't sound like it would affect us directly. Don't play the lottery today. Don't play the lottery, period. As far as you know, it's about NSFW channels and servers. Yeah, sure, exactly. Which we don't. In fact, I think it's like Rule 7 on our server is like, if you need to ask whether something is NSFW, it's NSFW. Like, you don't even need to worry about asking. If you think it's borderline enough, not you personally, Space Emotion, obviously. I mean, if one believes that what they are thinking about putting on the server might be borderline, chances are it's over the line. So don't. Like, that's the general rule of thumb that we operate under. And that served us reasonably well, because we don't really have like lots of mods and things like that. It's a very, very well... It's a really nice kind of slightly anarchistic place, you know, in that everyone's sort of broadly nice to each other, mostly, and everyone kind of gets along, and like, I think in the 2 years that it's been running, I think I've had to ban one person from the server, and I think I've had to message like 2 people about like, you know, try and be nice to each other a little bit, you know? It's like, broadly speaking, it has been there's been absolutely just no problems at all, and it's been really nice working with an online community that is genuinely just so pleasant. You know, it's just so different to how online communities are generally portrayed, right? Or generally thought about. Do we want to activate the observatory immediately, or do we want to go out to the wings and try and get this conservatory for once? Don't know. PWJB says they tried purging NSFW content years ago. This time it might actually work. Maybe. They say they do a grouping of your age using information they already have about you, so they try to determine the likelihood of you being underage before asking you to verify your age. Okay, well, in that case, if you hang out on our server, then you're probably not going to get asked, to be honest, because we're all, like, in our 40s and 50s, so, like... Yeah. Hair on Fire says, gotta bail. Toddlers love waking up too early. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much for coming along this evening. That's amazing. Thank you for coming and chatting. We've got Fozzie X86 has joined the chat. Hey yo to you. Welcome in. We're on day 37. It's curse mode, and we're talking about the upcoming Discord changes. And Marcus says, got it. That's why you end your YouTube before you finish. Yeah, YouTube does have a similar thing to Raid. Can't remember what it's called. Though I don't watch Twitch because I couldn't work it out. That's fair enough. I mean, Twitch has always had its own kind of ecosystem. kind of associated with it. I think we're going to go and get the... I think we're going to go get this first. Right? Because we always like to get a little bonus. Little bitty bonus, yeah? Keys, chests, and apples are extra delicious. We like it. Little bonus. Do we use... Given that we're so low in the rankings, I'm going to say let's use one of our keys right now, because the chance of finding a locked door on ranks 1, 2, and 3, basically nil. 3 gems is pretty great. To be fair, given that we just used a key, an extra key would have been even better. Ye old Mist fan club. PWJB, that one stung a little. Accurate though. Yep. But do you know what though? Do you know which subreddit I should go and advertise the channel on? I should go and plug the channel on like r/dadgaming or something, because that one's been being like recommended to me a lot on Reddit. Although I hasten to add, conversion from Reddit to YouTube or Twitch is almost non-existent, right? Because I can see on the analytics, right? And incidentally, here's your reminder to always reject cookies, right? But yeah, so I can see on YouTube analytics where people arrived from when they watch my videos, okay? I don't know if that's common knowledge or not, but it's one of the analytics that I get. So I can see whether people arrive at my video from recommended for you in the sidebar. I can see whether it's clicked on from another video recommending this video. So i.e. like, you know, at the end of a video, you usually get like pop-ups on the screen, which literally say, oh yeah, you know, watch next, right? So I can see whether it come from the sidebar, watch next, or whether it was on just the home page, right? Because my videos sometimes make it to people's home pages, or if people were on their subscription tabs. But I can also see if people access my videos from an external website. So I can see from Reddit, from X, from Facebook, whatever. And Reddit, 100% always just has one of the lowest conversion rates. So it's almost not worth trying to promote your channel on Reddit, unless it's something that is going to just, you know, really take you off. But that kind of makes sense, right? Because Reddit is more about like joining a community and having a discussion. It's very much not a place to be advertising sort of anyway, right? Quest Bedroom's a really great one. But, you know, like, it's been a really interesting experience, and you know, like, the oh, wow, oh, yeah, okay, let's take this as well. Car keys, okay. Okay, car keys, cool, nice. We'll take hallway, given that we don't have any keys to lose now. That's pretty nice. Okay. There's not a chest out there. That's fine. At this point, with 17 steps, do we now go to the outdoor room? Do we now go to the outside room? Given that we can have our... Yeah, I think we do. I think we do, because if we get trading posts, that could be really good for us. Yeah. You thought it was going to be like, oh wow, a person came to watch my videos directly from like an adult website. That's funny, that is. That's funny. Browsers send referrer header so YouTube knows where you came from without needing cookies. Oh, really? See, that's the level of kind of technical understanding which just totally passes me by. Okay, hovel is an instant no. Shelter lets us run an experiment immediately. Toolshed gives us items, of course. Shelter gives us a gem, which we're kind of in less of a need of. So let's take Toolshed, get 2 items. Rent. permanently adjusting the rarity of rooms. Let's go. Let's go. Marcus says, I prefer family-friendly content. The creator attracts the type of audience they end up with. You're a nice person and treat people respectfully. And I like and reciprocate that. It's a nice time. That is so heartwarming. I love it. Thank you. Meanwhile, I still don't completely understand this game, but it's certainly interesting. I'm not sure anyone fully understands this game. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to eventually end up here, but it's very hard. Okay, let's see if we can get conservatory. We definitely need more steps quite quickly now, though. Nook, yes. Take us up. Take us up the wing. Give us some green rooms. We don't have a shovel. Give us courtyard for a shovel. Veranda sometimes will have a shovel in it. Oh! Let's just check the door isn't locked first. Oh, man. Spare room. Spare room will take us to garage, but then that's going to be a dead end and we don't have the steps to backtrack. Bedroom at least is a wash. Nearly. Oh, shoot. I forgot that I picked up the sledgehammer. We could have gone and grabbed the other thing. Oops. Oops. Yeah, that's on me as well. Okay, nice gem there. Parlour, chapel, pantry. Pantry, get some steps back from a banana, link it up to observatory. Yeah? Or do we do chapel? Chapel? No, I think we need the steps. I think we need the steps from pantry, to be honest. This run hasn't been going brilliantly so far. At least give us a cog. Oh, apples are extra delicious, of course. Nice. Courtyard links us up to observatory. I would so much rather have nursery, though. Nursery's a dead end. It's going to give us 5. So then we're on 16. We can choose not to go into nursery, which would mean we're on 16. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. But then any other... but then anything else that we... Any other bedrooms that we proc give us some things. We've already used 3 bedrooms. Apples are extra delicious, though. I think we take nursery. Can anyone see what that is over there? It looks like a gem. Would you guys agree that that is a gem? You reckon rabbit's foot? Okay. You think it's a foot. Zucchini reckons it's a gem. Devoraj reckons it's a foot. Is it worth spending 2 steps to get it? Where are we going to be? 15. Because of course, we used up a step drafting it. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Or we'll be on 6. Mark has got no chance. He's watching on mobile. I don't think we pick it up. I don't think we pick it up. Oh, but we do get plus 2 steps back from bedroom. So that's not the worst. It's okay. Come on, give me an apple in the chest. There's never an apple in the chest. 2 keys. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, good, 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 good. Wait, this is the way, right? Yes, it is. It is, it is. Okay, here we go. We've got 2 paths. This one can afford to be a dead end. Patio. Not bad. because it has a gem in it. Maze chamber is just a terrible thing to pick. Yes, it gives us 5 steps because technically it's a bedroom. But like... I think patio. Right. Patio's going to give us a gem. I don't know if patio ever has items in it. Spare room, storeroom, chapel. Probably spare room, to be honest. Of those options. But we'll go out to the patio. There is 2 items? Oh, it's because we had veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Oh, we're cooking with gas now. Wait, do I want to try and find a computer before I dig these? No. No, I don't. I just want turnips. Rock. Not worth picking up. Pebbles. Can't eat those either. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Here we go. Interesting. So music room will give us a major key and a minor key. Greenhouse has got more dig spots in it. It's going to cost us 2 gems. I think we need the dig spots. I think we want the dig spots. Man, being able to, like... if we can get this permanently upgraded, that would be pretty great, wouldn't it? Watering can. Right. Watering can. Pretty fine. Oh, man. So rough not picking up anything here. Okay, what am I missing? It's not picking that up. Oh, there we go. Coin. Lovely. Now, it's not worth leaving and re-entering greenhouse, I don't think. There. We can use this, though. That's nice to get 1 gem here. Lovely. Now, watch me eat my words as we now get offered cloister and a 1 gem short. Oh, phew. I was a little bit nervous there. Parlour again? Yeah, and then we try and draft another green room on the wing. No apple in here, unfortunately. 4 steps to go. The gems are not in the blue box. The other 2 statements are both true. The gems are in the white box. The other 2 statements are both true cannot be true. This must be false. So that means that one of these is true and one of these is not true. Because we must have at least 1 true box. So, the gems are in the white box. The gems are not in the blue box. One of those is true and one of those is false. Well, if the gems are in the white box is true, then this is also true, so that doesn't work. If the gems are in the white box is false, then the gems are not in the blue box must be true. So that means the gems must be in the black box. I'm going to double check my logic on that one because I don't want this one to be the one that... Right. The other 2 statements are both true. Gem puzzle on deck, yeah. The other 2 statements are both true. Must be false. Therefore, because 1 box at least must be true, one of these is true and one of these is false. If this were true, and the gems are in the white box, then the gems are not in the blue box. So this would be true as well. So that's not correct. So this must be false. So the gems are not in the white box. if this one's false, this one must be true. The gems are not, therefore, in the blue box. They're in the black box. Okay. Okay. At least it's not funeral parlour. Genuinely, funeral parlour. Unless you're doing something really funky with aquarium. Aquaria, I should say, right? Latin word. Unless you're doing something funky with aquaria, funeral parlour just does not seem like a good room. Maybe I'm wrong there, like, but I just don't see how it's like good, to be honest. Oh man, right. Oh no, kitchen. We did it, chat. We did it. Give me morning room right now. Give me bacon and eggs. 10 steps, add a morning room to today's draft pool. 100%. Eating it. We're also going to take a club sandwich, because why wouldn't we? There we go. Brilliant. And does the kitchen have water by default? No water in the kitchen. Fine. Yeah, you can refill your watering can if the kitchen has water. I didn't... Nice. Morning room. That's a good pick. Does morning room have an upgrade disc in it? Bloomin' might. And of course we get a gem from the watering can. Yes, it's got an upgrade disc. Come on, let's go. This is the one. This is the run. Let's go. Ah, so many gems. Any other items to pick up? Something's beeping at me. Couple of coin. Nice. Okay. What does the funeral parlour do again? The funeral parlour is something like the box puzzle contains number of gems equal to the number of red rooms you've drafted so far, or something along those lines. And funeral parlour itself is a red room. So if it's the first red room you draft, it's a downgrade, but it gets paired against the alternate upgrade, which is like the one that we picked in the main game, which is just the box now contains 3 gems rather than 2. So it's like, to make funeral parlour as good as the consistent upgrade, you have to have already drafted 2 red rooms before you draft funeral parlour. And parlour in the early game is so useful for acquiring gems quickly at the start. Like, it's, yeah. So, Secret Passage Green gets us Cloister, probably right in the middle. And Cloister really would be a very useful thing to pick up here. Putting it right in the middle, and we've got our dig spots and stuff, so we'll do green. We have plenty of gems. Cloister basically has to be offered here, given where we are. Cloister and Milu. Find an extra item in each bedroom you draft from this cloister, and we already have nursery from earlier. And of course we can watering can. That's brilliant. If we can get swimming room, pump room right now, this would be amazing. If we can get... Do you know what, though? Right. Oh, there's turnip. Nice. There are various things that could happen in this run that would mean that we're having a really good time. Let's take the south room first. Okay, let's not use our key there in case we need the key for the north room. So let's take this one next. No, that is also trying to eat our key. Right, all of these require a key. That is a bit of a problem. That is going to be a bit of a problem. We have got one key left. We have the steps to be able to use the upgrade disc anyway. Like, let's take the north room because that gives us the most options. Like, to be honest. Storeroom effectively re-rolls us our key. But man, that's rough. Maybe we redraw these. We've already used nooks. There's a little bit of a problem there. Passageway at least gives us more options. You know? And it doesn't cost us a key to draft it. It just costs us the 2 gems. So let's take passageway. If all of these are locked, we're going to have a bit of a problem. Courtyard, conference room, closet. Closet will often have a key in it. So we'll take closet now. Coin, purse, and gem. That's not exactly what I wanted to see, to be honest. Laundry room, we don't have enough to be able to launder. And locksmith, we don't have enough to be able to buy the keys yet. We might... is it worth redrawing? Is it worth redrawing? The only penalty for redrawing is that we lose the dice. Oh really? In Funeral Parlour you also lose steps if you open the wrong box. Well, the trick there is just not to open the wrong box, isn't it? Let's redraw this. Go on, give me something with a guaranteed key would be nice. It's not great. It's not great. I guess showroom? Like... I guess showroom. This is starting to go a little bit sideways now. This is starting to go very sideways. We need a key urgently. Well, there we go. There we go, gang. There we go. Stuck. Locked, 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 locked. We've still got the upgrade disc, though. So we are going to go out and... you know, we got the disc. We have Blackbridge open. We have enough steps to be able to make our way back. But man, this run was going perfectly. Right, watering can. So good. Getting the sledgehammer early. And so many chests to unlock. You know? Right, we're going to throw a coin into the wishing well here. Bing! And what we are hoping for, what I need you to manifest for me, is nursery upgrade. Nursery upgrade is what we are wanting. It is as they say, this run went perfectly until it didn't. Quite right. And tomorrow, we will still start with 4 gems, which is nice. Right. Parlour upgrade. Okay. On the topic of Funeral Parlour, we get to see exactly what it does, right? So, we've got Parlour generates you 3 gems rather than 2. This is almost certainly the one we're going to pick. We have the Coward option, where you get 2 wind-up keys rather than just 1. In case these puzzles are not your thing. And then Funeral Parlour. It's a red room, which is already like a big downside. Gem prize is equal to the red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box, lose 30 steps. Realistically, we're not going to pick anything except this one. Like, aside from Aquaria shenanigans, I don't see how you make Funeral Parlour good. And in curse mode, I think it's not. I think it's just not viable at all, right? It's the meme option. It's the meme option. There we go, floor plan successfully upgraded. And that, my friends, is where we're going to be calling it a day. So, calling it a day there. Unfortunately, no cog rooms offered. Oh no, maybe we got offered power. Oh no. We did get offered power room here, didn't we? It just didn't really fit with where we were trying to go at the time. So we did have an opportunity to use the gear wrench. It's fine. It was a good run. This one. We're going to call it a day right here. Call it. Technically, you could trade the extra wind-up key. I suppose you could, technically. Yeah, that is true. The gem parlor is the better one. Yeah, the 3 gem option is the pick. You also took that one in your run. That's good to know. Well, this was Mount Holly Garden Villa. It was a good run until it wasn't, as they say. And that, my friends, is where we're going to be wrapping up today's stream. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching today's episode. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you so much for watching this episode of Blueprince Curse Mode. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Consider supporting the channel on the Patreon if you're so inclined. I will see you next time. Bye for now.